ആര്? ఇదా కూర్చో అక్కడ.
ఈ చివరకురా.
అయితే ఎక్కడికి వచ్చామ్మా?
ఇలా రా, పర్లేదు. ఇలా రాని పట్టుకుని నీకు స్విమ్మింగ్ వచ్చానా? మరి వస్తాయి ఏమి అబ్బాయి. అటు తిరుగు.
ఇటు తిరగండి.
తీసేస్తాం. చూస్తున్నా. సరే నీకు వచ్చాడు. హాయ్ అను. వెరీ గుడ్. సో వేర్ యు ఆర్? హాయ్. స్టార్ట్ అవ్వలేదు ఇంకా 5 minutes ఉంది. వస్తాడు, ఫుల్ అవుతుంది.
ఇటు తిరగండి.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Steamboat Minnehaha. We are going to be departing the dock momentarily, and when we do, I will be blowing our steam whistle. For any of you who might be up on the upper deck, it's quite loud up there. Lower deck people can do this if they care, but I'll give you a warning. You may want to plug your ears before I blow the whistle.
పర్లేదు, పదండి.
Smoking is not permitted. Parents are expected to close. Hello, and welcome on board the Lake Minnetonka Streetcar Boat Minnehaha. This thoroughly tested and regulated vessel is owned and operated by the museum.
Who hasn't sailed with us before, I'll tell you a bit about our boat. It was originally built in 1906. It was part of the streetcar system, the streetcar line, which came from Stillwater on St. Croix River all the way to wound up in Excelsior in 1905, and to expand ridership. 6 of these boats were built by the streetcar company in the style of the streetcars, if you are old enough to remember what those are like. And people would get off the streetcar in Excelsior, hop onto one of these boats, and go to any one of 27 destinations around the lake. By the late 20s, ridership had dwindled. People were buying their own cars now to ride in the track. They wanted to go where they want their own place, not just where they were limited to by the track. And of the boats were scuttled, in other words, sunk into the lake in 1926. This boat being one of them. In 1979, a local diver interested in these boats found them where they were sunk, brought one hull up, which turned out to be this one, in 1980. It sat out in dry dock until 1990, and in the meantime, all the wood that had been well preserved in the cold water decayed. But in 1990, money and people came together to start a restoration project, and the boat was finished as you see it in 1996. Nearly all the wood on the boat is new. Wood was brought up for salvage. One was sold to the Blue Line Cafe, which was situated in Excelsior.
Yeah, it's a windy.
To diesel.
Good.
Much more popular.
I'll side work. And
used it as an excursion boat until after World War II. At that time, they decided they were going to sink that hull.
Say hi.
Send it down. That was the Hopkins, that boat. Send it down with its sisters. Some people, a young couple weren't married at the time, got wind of that, went out the night before the boat was supposed to be scuttled and stole the wheel off the Hopkins. Took it home, put a piece of glass on it, got married, raised a family and such, and when word got out this boat was being restored, their descendants came forward with the wheel they had grown up with and said, here, you might want this for your new boat. So we do have.
You have to kill out the middle. No, Jude. Mother said allow that. Mugur Gali from Naka.
Starboard side of the bow. Probably thinking of raising sailboats out around it. It's not a. Informing people of ownership of the houses. I don't really know much about any of the owners anyway, other than looking at them. But this house up on the bluff end was just off the port bow. Has a notorious owner, and I think his name has been in the newspaper so much. I know he's not living there anymore. But I believe it was one of Penny Eckert's properties. There you go. All right. Dual shoes. Okay. Put your hands on the spokes. Yeah, you want to hang on there. Okay. And we're going to have to turn that way because we don't want to hit the land there. Okay. So start turning the boat.
Turn.
More. This is not like a car. You have to turn the wheel a lot. You turn a little. Keep turning. Come on. Keep turning. Put some muscle into it here. Come on, Brett. That's close. There you go.
I can run.
Yeah, turn. It has to turn this side. Turn. Mika. You'll stop myself. Yeah.
That's good. Now let's straighten it out.
You know what is it? It will show.
Go back to the wheel.
In the compass.
Go. See those boats out there in the water? Those kayak guys? We don't want to run those over. There we go. Good. Okay, we're just going to stay just like this for a bit. Keep your hands on the spokes. Keep your hands on the spokes.
So, you have to see that side.
Once more. There you go. Put some muscle into it, guys. There you go. Doing good.
Yeah, that's right. Straight.
Lake Minnetonka was the primary domain of the Native American tribes, both the Dakota and the Ojibwe. Before the 1850s,
Wait.
there were some fur traders who came up to the lake hundreds of years before that, but there's very little information about them. Pioneers did find a few artifacts. But you may know Fort Snelling, that was built in the confluence of the Minnesota and Mississippi rivers. And one day, 1821, the son of the colonel of the fort, Will Snelling, and a friend of his, Joe Brown, these were young teenage boys, on a lark, took the canoe away from the fort, went up the Mississippi to Minnehaha Creek, portaged around the falls, came all the way. A famous basketball player who had a house out on a different lake. He actually owned a different Pillsbury house, Kevin Garnett. And I don't know what his house ultimately sold for. Of course, he moved on to other teams, doesn't live around here anymore. But he was asking $53 million for it. I guess you have to pay a lot for 9 bedrooms and 8 baths and 10-foot ceilings. Off the port side of the bow of the boat here is Greasy Point. Is part of the throat going into the main part of the lake. Greasy Point was a sacred place also to the Native American tribes. Originally, out at the point, there was a huge rock and a giant mound of dirt over it and a gnarled old cedar tree. It had the name of Spirit Knob, and the Native American tribes would come there and worship their god, leave souvenirs of their hunts and their scalps from battles they'd won to their gods. Unfortunately, in the 1860s, someone had the idea to send that giant rock to the Smithsonian. And unfortunately, the Smithsonian has yet to receive it. So we have no idea what happened to that rock. I wish it were still there. The little island ahead is known as Spirit Island. Don't know much about that. And off to the right part of the point of Ferndale is Lookout Point. That house off the port bow, cream-colored brick. Yeah, that arched window up on the 3rd floor there reminded you of the arching of a green-bright strip that goes over your nose. I wouldn't say you were wrong.